Hi guys, today I'm doing a second in the series of a book review. And the book that I'm going to be reviewing today is The Secret. This is actually the movie, which is kind of ironic, but I did have the book and I ended up giving it to a friend. The good news about the book and the movie is that I watched the movie first and the book is literally verbatim what's in the movie, so you're not missing anything. I automatically thought, oh, well, the book will have more information. It's literally the same. But anyway, getting back to The Secret, this is how my spiritual journey began. If you go back to my video talking about how I started on my spiritual path, I was very ill and I was laying in bed and I prayed to God and The Secret happened to come on. And it was just this amazing, like, brain bomb moment where I couldn't get the movie out of my head. And the first time I watched it, I was very ill and was kind of on some medically prescribed pain medicine. I was kind of loopy and I was in and out of, what I was comprehending. And so, but I still couldn't just stop thinking about it, couldn't stop thinking about it. And I started talking, once I got well, I started talking to my friends and my loved ones and my family and coworkers and saying, have you heard about this? And do you know about this? And what do you know? And things of that nature. And I just couldn't let it go. And then I started watching it again. And I started writing down all the information from the movie. What the book and the movie basically say is your thoughts become things. And it's basically a very rudimentary way of looking at the law of attraction. It was my first introduction to the law of attraction. And it has several well-known teachers. I have a list of them. Some of the more well-known ones are Bob Proctor, Jack Cranfield, Mike Dooley, Joe Vitale, Bob Doyle, Lisa Nichols. And what I like about it is it really breaks it down in a way that anyone can understand. There's some scientific stuff that is beyond my comprehension, probably beyond a lot of people's comprehension. But it also uses well-known quotes from famous people in history, such as Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, Buddha, Alexander Graham Bell, all these amazing inventors, Einstein, all these brilliant minds, and they all knew about The Secret, the law of attraction. Basically, the main purpose of the video is to have you understand that what you think becomes your reality. Thoughts become things. And at first I was like, whatever, this doesn't make a lick of sense. I came from a very negative, judgmental type of mindset. Partly from my childhood, partly from my own, inner workings. And I really needed to change those thoughts in my head, and I needed to stop focusing on the negative. Because when you focus on more negative, then you attract more negative. And that's kind of what it very basically goes over. What I didn't personally understand is that I was attracting by default. And this kind of helped me understand that. It explained it in a way that it just resonated. I got it. It was like, oh, okay, I did this. And then it also talks about how your emotions are directly connected to manifesting and attracting things. How you feel is a direct correlation to what is going on in your life. If you are feeling joy, if you are feeling love, if you are feeling happiness, those higher vibrational feelings, you will attract more joy, more happiness, more love, more abundance, all the beautiful gifts of the universe into your life. If you are on the negative realm of, negative emotions of anger, bitterness, desperation, depression, you're going to attract more of that into your life. More drama, more stress, more anxiety. So this was kind of a huge eye-opener in my world. Again, this was the very first thing that I kind of watched on my spiritual path. It breaks it down into basically 3 simple steps. First step is to ask and like make a list of what you want, what you need from the universe, demand it, claim it as yours, act as if it is yours. Like if you want, good health or prosperity or a soulmate, act as if it's yours. Declare it, ask the universe for it, and then act as if. And then the second step is believe. You have to believe like you know, as Lisa Nichols says. Know like you know. It is mine. It is coming my way. I am going to get that soulmate. I am going to get that new job. I know like I know. And believe it even when there's nothing to believe in. Even when everyone around you is basically saying, that's not going to happen. That's not real life, honey. Come back down to earth. You need to say, you know what? I don't like earth so much. I'm fine up here. I'm just going to believe. And then the last thing is receive. And you have to, in order to receive and in order to have whatever it is that you're searching for manifest, you have to act as if you've already have it. Start acting like you own that dream car. Take a test drive. Start acting like you have that dream job. Start thinking about, I have all this money in my bank account. Let's go house shopping online, or let's, look at beautiful catalogs of cars once I'm going to spend my new raise money on, or look at colleges for my children, things of that nature. Act as if, because all these things are triggers to the universe. But you have to change your mindset. You have to not focus on the lack. And they touch base on this, but I wish they would have touched base more on this. They kind of touch base on it. But that tends to be a big roadblock for a lot of people. Like I said, this is just the start of the law of attraction. So you really have to dive a little deeper on that one. But 2 major factors that they do discuss, which I love the way that they put it, 2 ways to attract more things into your life other than the 3 steps, but how to utilize those 3 steps and put them into practice, is an attitude of gratitude. You have to be thankful for what you have, because the universe will not honor that unless you appreciate what you have now. You may not have a perfect mansion. You may be living in a shack, but you need to be grateful that, whatever you have, someone else is wishing for. Someone else is saying, if only I had a 1-bedroom apartment. Well, you have a 1-bedroom apartment, and you need to be grateful for it before you get the mansion. If only I had a car. Well, your car may be a total piece of shit, but at least it's still driving, and it's still working, and it's paid for. So you need to appreciate that car before you get the Mercedes. And even, that's just very materialistic viewpoint, but even on a deeper level, you can't have more friends until you appreciate you may only have one good friend, but one good friend's all you need, And if you don't appreciate that one person that's giving you unconditional love, you're not going to attract more of people into your life that will give you unconditional love, or your soulmate that will be the be-all, end-all of your life existence. So it's really demonstrating an attitude of gratitude and how to put it into practice and why it's so important. I do like that part of the video. And it also talks about visualization. You have to visualize to make things materialize. Wow, my mouth's not working today. So anyway, it talks about being like so almost imaginative, like a childlike mind. Visualize having that automobile. Visualize walking through that house. And this is why kids are such really amazing manifestors, because they have beautiful imaginations. And somewhere from the transition from childhood to adulthood, we lost our playful imaginative mind. And I really think that is very much a huge factor as to why there are blocks. I think that we as adults are always told, oh, get real, you're not a kid, you need to grow up, blah, blah, blah. Well, I kind of think sometimes you got to be more childlike. You got to be able to use that imagination and pretend like you live in the big mansion. Pretend like you have your dream job. Pretend like, you're going on a trip with your beautiful soulmate that you've been, dreaming about. Pretend. Act as if it's already happened. And these are key, huge factors that this movie does encompass and explain on a beautiful, beautiful level. I would never criticize the movie because, like I said, it changed my life. It transformed my life. And it really put me on my spiritual path. I started investigating some of the people that were in the movie. I started reading some of their books. Mike Dooley, Leveraging the Universe, is an amazing book. I'll do a book review on that too. But it really led me on the path to all these other people. So it was a beautiful jumping off stepping stone point. So if, anyone is not really sure about whether or not this is for them, this is a good little go-to movie. Again, like I said, it changed my life. When I first watched the movie, and I watched it again the second time, and I took notes and just kind of really just wrote down whatever resonated with me, just very stream of conscious like type of writing. And then I was just like, I get it. I get it. I get it. And I was like Oprah giving out cards. I was like, you get a copy of The Secret. You get a copy of The Secret. You get a copy of The Secret. I was giving it out to everyone I know. I gave it out to family members. I gave it out to friends. I gave it out to people that I had conflict with. I gave it out to any strangers on the street. I was like, here, I have a copy of The Secret. Have you seen The Secret? So I was kind of like Oprah giving away cards. I didn't have a card to give away, but I was giving away copies of The Secret. And it was just so transformational for me. And it has been for millions and millions of people. But again, I also think it's just a get your feet wet type of book. But if you're not sure that spirituality is for you or how deep you want to delve into it, it's a really good jumping off point. And like I said, it really did transform my life. And it started me on my path. And I'm so, so, so grateful to, the book and I saw the movie, but, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. So if you ever get the opportunity or you want to share it with someone else please do so. Again, my book review is The Secret. Check it out if you haven't already. If you have, share it with someone you love. And if you happen to like me, please like and subscribe. And I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Take care.